What's up everybody, Zip12 here. Welcome back to another episode of Storm 4 Beginner to Master Tutorials. Pretty much I choose one character out of the entire roster and I try to get you better with that single character. Today's character we actually have is Yugito Nii. Now this character has been highly requested for a good long time, and I actually have been wanting to do this character for a while as well, and just right now the last vote popped up and she is the next voted character, or most voted character to do in the next tutorial, and here she is right now. And Yugito is actually one of my favorite characters in the game. Actually, she has a very fun, aggressive playstyle, but it's also in somewhat not too aggressive. It's kind of hard to explain until we actually look at her moves, but I do think Yugito is actually one of the most underrated characters in the game, and I think once we actually discuss what she can do, she'll seem overpowered. Like, that's just pretty much how she is. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more Yugito Master tutorials, and make sure to tell me who else we want to do for the very next episode. But without further ado, let's get started.
Where did you?
Alright, so let's get started. So, the one thing I will say before we even start with the episode is that Yugito, as you play with her, you're gonna notice a couple of things. First of all, she's very fast. She's insanely fast. And also, she got range. Like, she has more range than she seems. And when you go to practice her in practice mode or and you're fighting online, you will see how much range she actually has. So she actually fights like a cat. Like every single attack is instant and swift. Like one right after the other. It almost seemed like until she stops attacking, there's kind of no way to get into her like defense. There's no way to out prioritize her once she has her combo going, so she can't be stopped. Which you're gonna notice that once you play as her, you're gonna notice it. And let's go into some of these combos. So turn this off. Let's showcase the combos first. So here is the neutral combo, and I love this combo. It's just it makes you feel powerful. Like it just makes you feel good. There's the down combo. Very quick. We're gonna talk about that down combo a little bit. And here's the up combo along with the aerial combo. Alright, so let's get into some of these combos. So yeah, let's start with the neutral combo first. So the neutral combo is a very long combo. It's the longest combo she has, and this combo does not do the most damage. So on paper, it will seem like this combo is pretty, useless, because it's the longest one with the least amount of damage. But actually, this combo does have some use. Yes, it does not do the most damage, but it does do like the second most damage in her kit. Also, the part you really want to be rooting for is the part where she goes back and forth. That's the part you really want to be focusing on with this combo specifically, is because this combo, if you time it right, you can actually bait out another person's one of the substitutions. I don't know why I said that 3 times. God damn, I'm starting so bad. Anyways, if you just use it right when their subs are regenerating or they're about to sub, they can actually sub in place, and you can still continue your combo going back and forth, regardless if they subbed or not, which is still pretty good. So with you doing this combo, I recommend you go kind of slow. If you're trying to bait out a sub, I recommend you go kind of slow, where you go back and forth, kind of like that. You gotta go very slow with it if you're trying to bait it out. And you don't want to go too slow because they're going to end up guarding you. But really, it's the part you really want to go for is the one where the third slash, because that's going to lift them off the ground. And then they actually can't do anything. Yeah, you want to go like that, kind of slow but not too slow. Because right now the guard's on for the character. Yep, and slow. Yeah, you want to do this because this is only if you're trying to bait out a sub. You don't want to do this when they're trying to regenerate their subs or anything like that, because this takes more time, and yeah, you don't want to do that. But only use it when you think they're about to sub, because this is really good. Also, with the neutral combo, she actually has a guard break cancel whenever she goes back and forth with her slashes. So I recommend doing it on the last right before the last hit or the 9th hit. So let me show you. So here's the first one. Right there. So this is right before the last hit. This is the 11th hit. So I recommend doing this one just because, you know, it puts them in the air. They can't dodge, and it's kind of perfect. Now you can't do the one before the 11th hit, the 10th hit, but either way, it's pretty good. Pretty much you just want to keep slashing them until they're off the ground, and then you can just sidestep out of it and then use a guard break pill to bust down their guard. Either way, you know, it's pretty good. So it's a pretty average combo. And we could go into her down combos. Her down combo is the fastest and the strongest. This is the combo you really want to be doing for the damage. Like this is the damage. Look how much damage this does. Boom! Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is so much. But actually, hold on, I lied. Actually, this is not the combo that does the most damage. Actually, it's the up combo that does the most damage. This is just the fastest combo. Nothing too special about it. It's just a very fast combo that does a lot of damage. Like this is a lot of damage, but actually up combo does the most damage. So most of the time in most of my videos, I say that the up combo is basically useless and trash, besides like a few for some characters. But Yugito Nii is probably one of the up combos that actually mean the most in this game. So here's what I mean by it. When you introduce the up combo, right before the last hit, she kicks up the opponent in the air, and with that you can actually just jump up and then continue a combo right afterwards. So let me show you first. Right there, so I did an up combo along with the air combo without using any chakra. That is very rare for me to use an up combo without actually using any chakra, because usually using up combo, the full one, I have to use a chakra dash, and they could probably rebound out of it, so that makes it pretty bad. But with Yugito not being able to just jump up and you can just get this out means that she has a stronger option when your opponent stronger option. So these two combos, they do more damage than the down combo and the neutral combo. Therefore, this is your most powerful combo: up combo into air combo, and that just honestly that does a lot. That is a lot. Wow. And we're gonna get into this air combo. The air combo is not bad either. Like it has its uses, but let's keep on going to this up combo first. So the up combo is also another good guard break setup. So with this, it's literally just the same thing. Wait till right before the last hit, and then you can literally just bang, just go right into a guard break pill, and you can get the guard break. So that's already 3 guard break pills we've done so far with this character. Like this character is awesome. Like I don't know how to describe it. She's just awesome. So she has options. So we discussed that her neutral combo is good for baiting out subs. Her down combo is good for getting quick damage off. And her up combo is good for connect to the aerial combo, which is good for doing the most damage in her kit. Alright, so now let's go on to her aerial combo now. So her aerial combo is not too shabby either. So usually what I say about the aerial combo is that they're all kind of average. They all do around the same amount of damage, and like there's nothing really too special about them besides, you know, a few characters in the game. Yugito actually has one of those rare air combos that are kind of different, because when you do the air combo, the last hit actually teleports you to the opponents, regardless if they're behind you or on the side of you. As long as they're somewhere near you, the last hit will teleport towards them for some reason. So with this, when we do the air combo, you can actually switch out to a different character and let Yugito actually hit the opponent while you get away scot-free. So it'd be looking like this. It kind of looks like that. Which this is super good because not a lot of characters have that. Oh, I pressed my home button. Alright. This is super good because not a lot of characters have this. I think Biju Naruto has this, Minato has this, and Itachi has this a little bit. And that's really the characters I know just for right now that have this technique, this is really awesome. So you can, again, you can use this to really just get away scot-free with your character. Also, with this aerial combo, this is really good for doing damage to the guard. So what I mean by this is gonna be very important once we go into her some of her other stuff. But Yugito actually has a very good up combo when you're hitting the guard. and you can immediately connect up to an aerial combo, so you can continue to reset your combo. So let me show you first. Okay, I don't know why Naruto just keeps not guarding. Man, this is something wrong with my game, I swear. Oh my goodness, there we go. There we go. So if you time it correctly, it will be lagless. You have to do up combo right before the last hit, where she puts her foot up in the air like this, and then you immediately have to do the aerial combo, and then it should reset into another combo on the ground. So you, oh my, why does my guard keep, gosh. Yeah, it'll look something like that, but for some reason I'm going super slow and Naruto's guarding most of the time. There we go. Okay, that's a perfect way of doing it. That's perfect. And then after you break the guard, you can do a down combo because it's the quickest option. You can get very good damage. Let me see if I can demonstrate one more time. Okay, that was kind of slow. But yeah, you get the picture. Once you practice at it, it's going to be pretty good because this is a lifesaver, especially when you're trying to demolish the guard. Of course, you don't want to use it too frequently because the opponent can just counter you. So you kind of want to use it sparingly. Let's go into her tilt and her grab. So let's go to her grab first. Let's turn this off. Alright, so her grab is pretty much an uppercut. And she has, again, a good looking grab. Like, I don't know, she's just kind of a funny character to just like look at. But Yugito's grab is kind of it's kind of good just because it's kind of deceiving. It looks kind of exactly like her attacks, which means that you can kind of just use this whenever you want. But a good combo to use this on most of the time is when you're hitting the opponents, the up combo. We're going to this up combo again. Right on the up combo, if you just want to grab, that's a good option because it does good damage. And it confirms all that damage that you did, which means that's really good. So like, let's say the opponent doesn't want a sub. Let's say he has 4 subs, but he's trying to save his subs, and you're trying to bait out some of these subs, or something like that. Then you can just use this, thinking that the opponent thinks you stopped the combo, but you actually just did a grab, and he can't move. Like, he has to sub, or he's getting all this damage just going towards him. Plus, this combo is pretty fast, so I recommend using this combo whenever the opponent does not guard. This is a very good combo to do with the grab when the opponent's not guarding. When the opponent is guarding, I would just do like the first 4 hits. The first 4 hits or the first 3 hits is amazing as well, just because it looks exactly the same. Like, it looks exactly like claws. That's all you see, just a bunch of claws. But anyways, that's enough for the grab. Let's move on to the tilt. So, me personally, I think Yugito has one of the best tilts in the entire game. So, her tilt is, she literally just launches 3 fireballs or whatever. And the weird thing is, like, it's very quick. Like, there's kind of no lag to it. So, it protects you. You can use it to get pressure if you want. And you can switch out to, you know, play around the fireball. So, and it's not lagless. It does have lag, but it's pretty fast. Like, there's little to no lag with this. So once she gets back on the ground, she can just start moving, and the bombs stay there for about 4 to 5 seconds, which is pretty long for a tilt. So I think this is actually a quality tilt. So using it as Yugito, this can be used defensively, which is pretty much just keep doing this and backing up, and the opponents will just keep getting hit by these fireballs. So this has a lot of range. So look, like that hit, and it leads to a strike as well. We're gonna talk about that in a second, but using it defensively, this is amazing. Like, it's truly amazing, just because you can literally just use this, and you see the range that it hit Naruto from. It has mid range, and it does damage, which is really good. Like, this is honestly like one of the best tilts in the game. Like, no contest. Now use it aggressively, offensively. You can throw some shurikens, throw out a tilt, and then go towards the tilt. Kind of stand near the fireball just in case if the opponent starts hitting you, they'll get hit by the tilt, so they can't hit you. So that's the way you kind of want to do it. Just throw out a tilt and then kind of just attack, and kind of stay near that tilt until it runs out. So you can actually fire off 2 tilts, and you can kind of party between the 2 tilts. But we're gonna talk about that once we start switching to your partners. Just using it as a Yugito herself, I always just do 1 tilt and then go in with that 1 tilt. This is very good for getting off, baiting off substitutions, because this is it protects you. It protects you with little to no lag, and also it links it to a strike back as well. So that's a good plus right there. So using it as Yugito, I'm using it as one. Using it as what I'm trying to say. Using it with her team. There we go. I don't know why it took me so long to comprehend that. Using it with her team is a whole different level. It's a whole different level. So we use it with her team. I would say do 1 or 2, just because by the time she does 2, you can still use like the first or the second one for the duration. So you have around 6 duration, 6 seconds before both fireballs run out, which is pretty good, honestly. So there's 2 ways to really use it. So the first way is pretty much using it while Yugito's in the air, and you can use this to instantly get a dash off once you land on the ground. This is super good for going in and kind of just staying between the tilt. The other way is to run away with it and kind of just keep going back. Kind of just wait till Yugito lands, and you can kind of just keep going back if you want to do it that way. But I recommend doing the aggressive way, because this tilt protects you. Like it's really one of the best. It's very versatile. I would say you have to keep experimenting with ways you can use this tilt, because it's really good. Like there's no, it's just really good. But I told you some ways you can use it with her team and by herself, but you're just gonna have to practice with it. I recommend you keep using it as a defensive tilt most of all, because it's supposed to be for defense. But once you start to get really good with this tilt, then you can start to use it offensively. Now we're gonna move on to her jutsu. So her jutsu is the mouse hairball. So pretty much a projectile that splits up into multiple other projectiles. But whenever she hits the opponents with the first one, they kind of just split out into, multiple ones out everywhere else. So this jutsu, it's not good at all. It's not the best. It's kind of just mediocre at best. So the only ways to utilize the abilities, the ability where it can separate, is by long range. See, it can hit you more oftenly, and these things kind of do track. So like it's not completely useless. Using this at mid to long range, it can hit you more oftenly. So, and that's really about it. So it, as a support, is really good, because you're most likely going to get hit by this tilt because it splits off into multiple things. But using it as Yugito is really not that good, because you can't use it to end it to mortar combos, and it can't really break shield. So, which means it's pretty much useless up close. But using it at far range, if you feel like zoning, it's a valid option. So if you want to do that, you can. Also, it does do massive shield damage whenever they split up into multiple parts. So the shield's blue and now it's red, and I can just dash in and then break the guard. So that is also a valid option if you want to do that. But I recommend using it as Yugito. I recommend using it at mid range to long range, just because you have more of an advantage that way. But using it as supports it's okay as long as you know how to use it. It will most likely hit the opponent. Again, I recommend you use it to mid to long range, because she gets more value out of that whenever the hairball kind of splits up, because that's kind of her thing. Alright, so now we're going to move on to her ultimate jutsu. So her ultimate jutsu is actually very versatile. She has, I think, 3 or 4 different ultimate cancels. I think she can cancel between each one of her up, down, and neutral combos. So let's do it. So here's her up combo cancel. There you go. Just do the up combo right before the last hit, and cancel it. So this is my favorite. This is the one I use most of the time. Let me see. So next we have her down combo. Oh, she doesn't have a cancel the down combo. Okay. That's the one she doesn't have one with. Okay. So, but she just have one with the neutral combo. Oh, I messed that up bad. Okay. Yeah. The 10th or the 11th hit. That's the one you want to be aiming for. Mainly the 10th hit. Or the 9th hit, okay. 9th or 10th hit, there you go. Either one of those will work. Just pretty much whenever she's slashing back and forth. You can cancel with any time within that zone. And yeah, I think that that's all her cancels. So they're pretty easy. You just gotta just know them and then you got it. It's just pretty simple. So I'm gonna give the overview for Yugito. So Yugito is pretty much like a combo pressure character. She's kind of a jack of all trades. So if you want to use her for defense, she got you with the tilt. You want to go in with her, she got the attack. If you want to kind of play support, she got that too, because she has a pretty mediocre support that can dish out some pretty good damage if you know how to use it properly. So she really is like a jack of all trades. But Yugito's combos are very good, very solid. She has range, speed, and you feel like you're actually like slashing the opponent, which is kind of a plus. Her tilt is amazing, S tier. That is a good tilt, and I recommend you kind of mostly use that tilt a lot. Air combo's pretty good. It does have some disadvantages, but if you use the way I taught you, you will, excel with using the air combo. Now, it's not amazing, so you can punish it, but you'll learn how to avoid it getting punished as time goes on when you start playing with Yugito. Her ground, pretty average. Nothing bad I can say about it. Nothing good I can say about it either. Her jutsu is pretty mediocre. I wouldn't say prioritize it. I would say use it most as support. Using Yugito herself, mostly for her combos. There are combos. That's where she's really good at. And her tilt, of course. Her tilt. And her open jutsu is average. So she's just a good character. Now we're gonna move on to her awakening. So her awakening, she turns into the Two Tails. I can't know if this is a tiger or I think it's a cat. Yeah, I think it's a cat. So with this, she just like every big awakening, you have like the combo, this is her combo. And here is her tilt. Here is her unblockable attack. And last but not least, here is her jutsu, which is the tail beast bomb. And she also has the left and right triggers, which is the veil of cat fire. Pretty much a dash forward that does actually little to no damage. So yeah. So if you guys don't know, I really don't like big awakenings in the game. Especially these type of generic big awakenings. There's not really too much diversity with big awakenings, especially the Jinchuriki. So I recommend with Yugito, you stay back a lot most of the time because your hitbox is huge, and kind of just spam like the fire style fireball jutsu to distract the opponent's vision, while you also spam tail beast bomb. So eventually you have to let them come to you. Kind of like fire style tail beast bomb, fire style tail beast bomb. It's kind of like in that order. Literally in that order, because these are 3 fire style fireball jutsus. You kind of just want to keep doing this, because this is kind of the best option. You go in there, you're gonna get reds. That's just kind of the truth. And whenever the opponent tries to come at you, you can use your left and right triggers to kind of get out, and go to the other side of the stage. Just kind of zoom past them, and then you're good. And then whenever you have an opportunity, you can use your combo whenever you can. And yeah, that's really about it. It's not really too much thinking when it comes to these big awakenings. That's why I don't really like them too much. But if you can just use them. It's not too much thinking. But anyways, thank you for watching this tutorial for Yugito. Make sure to tell me the next character you want me to do for the next episode. My name is 012, and I'll see you guys next time.